If you're a Yu Hakusho fan like me, then you probably have one question. Where the heck is the OVA? Today at animedudes, that's what we're going to be covering.
Thank you so much again for tuning in. Please smash that like button. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm and for us to reach more people. What are your thoughts and opinions on today's episode? Please comment below. Let us know and we'll get back to you in the comments. And if you do like this kind of content, we would definitely be very, very thankful if you would subscribe to this YouTube channel and turn on notifications so you get up to date when new videos are released. Thank you again, guys.
Today, we're going to be talking about what I think happened and why we haven't seen them yet. And well, at the end of the video, you can decide whether you agree with me or not. Let me know down in the comments. Okay guys, so it's been about 2 years since Funimation announced the Yu Hakusho OVA's 2 shots in All or Nothing at the New York Comic-Con, saying that they were going to be released on Funimation, both subbed and dubbed. We'd be able to watch those, but yet we haven't seen anything. Nothing at all has come out since that one announcement, and they haven't shown any intention of releasing it anytime soon. Okay, for those of you who don't know that the OVA's 2 shots in All or Nothing, 2 shots is a side story, a side chapter of how Kurama and Hiei first met and formed their alliance, their partnership. I haven't seen it yet, but that's just what I read about. That's what I'm assuming. They meet in the human world. That's a story about how they got together before running into Yusuke. All or Nothing takes place after the end of the series, after the Demon World Tournament arc. Well, I'm not going to give any spoilers. I've actually watched bits and parts of that one, so I take back what I said earlier. I kind of skimmed through it just to see what it was like. It looks alright. It looks really good. It's Yu Hakusho. It does look really good. I'd prefer a new season, but I'll take what I can get. My first thought on this is that COVID probably held up a lot of the dubbing of a lot of the shows that Funimation was working on aside from their simuldubs, which is understandable because the simuldubs have to come first because they're contracted to come out at a certain day, a certain time away from the original release. Completely understandable. Do I think that that's necessarily the one? No, I don't. I think it's a possibility. I have a couple more ideas that would make a little more sense to me anyway. I don't know if you guys have heard about the Vic Mignogna scandal going on. I mean, most of you probably have if you follow any anime news whatsoever. But a lot of you, if you haven't, here we go. You might have noticed Vic Mignogna has not been appearing in any dubs, and all of his old roles, including Sabo from One Piece, have been replaced. Johnny Young Bosch replaced him in One Piece, I believe. Anyway, the reason for that is he was accused of sexual harassment by fellow voice actors at Funimation. And there's this whole scandal going on. Vic Mignogna sued back. Funimation had a bunch of reasons, bunch of examples of times that Vic Mignogna did all this. This will be another video here in the future. I'm looking forward to doing the Vic Mignogna video because I got a few things I want to throw out to let you guys know more info if you don't already know it already. And even if you do, I just want to do the video because I think it'll be fun. Fellow voice actor Chuck Huber posted on Twitter or Instagram, Facebook, I can't remember which one I saw it on. But anyway, he threw out a list of all the bull crap that's going on at Funimation and how they were threatened. He was threatened not to say anything about Vic Mignogna, the scandal whatsoever, or anything else negative at Funimation having to do with Chris Sabat. I guess Todd Haberkorn was also threatened in a similar way. I don't know much about that one, though. But anyway, he put on a big, long list of the things that are going on at Funimation that he doesn't approve of, things that aren't right, that nobody really should approve of. But anyway, I think the reason that could be holding up the Yu Hakusho OVA dub is because Chuck Huber is one of the main voice actors in that. He voices Hiei, for anyone who doesn't know. And without him not working in that, I don't know about you, it wouldn't be the same to me, and that might be a reason that they're holding off on it, because they don't want to release a new dub with such a good character recast. You can't replace him in that. I wouldn't want to watch that. He nailed that role perfectly. So yeah, I can see that being a big reason why that they'd be holding off on the dubs if Chuck Huber is no longer working there. Another thing that could possibly be holding up this release, I don't know if any of you have heard about the Poltergeist Report movie. It's the only title besides the OVAs that have not received a English dub release by Funimation that isn't licensed by Funimation. It's licensed by Bang Zoom right now, I believe. At least that's who the dub was by. I watched it. Wasn't a fan of it. Now, don't get me wrong, Bang Zoom is a great dubbing company, but they don't have any business dubbing Yu Yu Hakusho. Not when I'm used to the Justin Cook, Chris Sabat, Hiei being Chuck Huber, and John Bergmeyer as Kurama. You can't replace that cast, in my opinion. If you saw it and you liked the other cast, that's fine too. I'm just throwing out my personal preference. But yeah, I think they might be holding off for the rights to expire on that movie, so they can dub the movie and release 2 shots in All or Nothing in one bundle, which I would enjoy. I'd buy it. I also would settle for them releasing the dub of the OVA now, and I would buy the movie separate. Either one's fine. Whatever one gets them out quicker. I don't know when their guys' rights expire. If that's what they're waiting on, hey, we got the movie coming too. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see it. Another idea I've been kind of throwing out is maybe Funimation is waiting for the 20th anniversary of when they first released Yu Yu Hakusho. Maybe they're waiting to throw the 2 OVAs at us then. Back in Japan, when they originally released it, that's what this was for, was the 20th anniversary of Yu Yu Hakusho. You got the 2 new OVAs, which I thought was awesome. Maybe Funimation's waiting to do that too, because Funimation originally licensed Yu Yu Hakusho back in 2001. It's now 2021, if you didn't know that. Would be 20 years since Funimation's released it. Maybe they're waiting to bring out a special bundle. I don't know. That would be the perfect time to release this and perfect reason for holding off on it for so long. I mean, even if this wasn't their intention to start with, I would just go with it now. I mean, I wouldn't want to give out any other reasons. All you got to do is say, we wanted this release to be very special, so we did it on the 20th anniversary of when we licensed this show. And everyone, including me, would buy it. It's just weird how they announced this series, and they know that it's going to sell well because Yu Yu Hakusho has a lot of fans, a lot of following. I don't know why that they wouldn't. I don't know why they're taking their time on releasing it, other than the speculations I've made, which I mean might not be right. I mean, I don't know what's going on in Funimation. Chris Sabat and Justin Cook were both the ones that announced this. Justin Cook said, "Anytime we can return to the skin of these characters, we love it." I mean, I'd agree. I think that was his first big role. Fun fact, he wasn't even going to voice Yusuke to start with. They couldn't decide who they were going to cast, and he went in and auditioned for it, and everyone said that he just knocked it out of the park, so that's how he got that role. Out of all the ideas that I've thrown out there today, the one I'm really hoping it is, which is not the Chuck Huber one. I don't want Hiei's voice actor replaced. He nailed that. No one else can voice him. I really hope it's the 2-in-1 bundle idea. The movie and the OVA. I just got my fingers crossed for that one. It's still going to be coming out. I know it will. Funimation would not abandon a Yu Yu Hakusho release. I mean, it's been too long. Last one was 2011 when they redubbed the Yu Yu Hakusho movie Golden Seal. Hopefully here at the end of 2021, we'll figure out what happened. Like I said, that would make a 20 years since Funimation released Yu Yu Hakusho back in 2001. So that also might be another very strong possibility like we discussed.